So how's it going, dudes and dudettes, and welcome back to the Duelist channel. And today, guys, we're gonna tackle Master Duel once more, and this is with regards to the new update that was released last 31st of August. So the new ban list took up a lot of meta decks, and of course added new archetypes into the tier list for Master Duel. Now, what we're gonna talk about today is the branded Despia deck, which of course has been updated towards the new ban list that we have in Master Duel. So without further ado, let's get into Master Duel and check that deck out. So first and foremost, this is the Despia deck that I want to talk to you about. So what has changed from the last composition of this deck? Well, basically, since Celestial was banned in last 31st, we moved towards the Denier and the Malicious Destiny Hero monsters. And then we have only one copy of Fusion Destiny, which of course is still viable. You can still bring this out with the use of Verti Anaconda, and it is easy to summon Verti Anaconda to your side of the field once you have your specific materials. Now, the good part about Despia, or the branded Despia, is that they have a good recovery rate. Furthermore, with the help of Malicious and of Denier on the field, they can easily be materials to spell summon other fusion monsters from your extra deck. So, first and foremost, we have one copy of Effect Veiler, one copy of Despian Comedy. Comedy is pretty good. If your fusion monsters has been targeted for negations or destruction or banishment, if this card is in your graveyard, you can swap your Despian fusion monster, and then, you know, if you, of course, this will be good if you have Theater present on the field. Now, after that, let's move towards Despian Tragedy, which we still have 3 copies because this is still needed into the deck. You can normal summon this one just for super polymerization. It's up to you, but most often of times this will not touch the field since it's going to be just banished or sent to the graveyard. Next, we have 3 copies of Max C, 3 copies of Ash Blossom, 1 Denier for the DPE package, 2 Malicious for this one, and 1 Fusion Destiny. Now, the number of cards for the DPE package now is still the same, since before it was 2 copies of Fusion Destiny, 1 Celestial, and 1 Dasher. So it's still a good ratio here. Then we have the Edge Imp package, which is the 2 Edge Imp Chain, 2 Polymerization, and 2 Patchworks that we have. 3 copies of Albert, the Jester of Despia. And this card right here is a recommended card for Azure. Shout out to Azure for recommending me this card. Now, I tried 2 or 3 copies of this, but it was too much, and sometimes I break from time to time. But this card is pretty good actually. Once you a fairy monster on your side of the field prompts its effect, you can just special summon this card on your side of the field, and it has a good effect also once it is on the field. Then we have the 1 copy of Dramaturge of Despia, 1 ad libitum just for recovery of your fusion monsters out of play or in the graveyard. Now, with that out of the way, we move towards your Magic and Trap, which we have 2 copies of Polymerization, 1 Foolish Burial, 2 Fright for Patchwork, 1 Fusion Destiny, 1 Theater of the Branded, 2 copies of Super Poly, since this is pretty good even in decks nowadays, 2 copies of Cold by the Grave, 1 Crossout Designator. So basically, even Crossout Designator was limited to 1. Whoever gets Crossout Designator on his first turn will have a higher probability of winning the game. Then we have 3 copies of Branded Opening, 1 Branded in Red, 2 copies of Infinite Impermanence. Now, this is a good ratio for your main deck right here, and this build for the DPE or the new DPE is still good, still viable. Extra decks, we still go with Dragon of the Swamp, 1 Starving Venom, 1 Quartus, 1 DPE. Now, you can have 2 copies of Destroyer Phoenix right here, since of course Denier can be special summoned to your side of the field, and then Malicious can special summon a copy of itself from the deck to your side of the field. It's up to you if you want to run 2 copies of DPE, but for me, it's not really the case. So let's go with 1 only here. 3 copies of Masquerade, the Blazing Dragon. Masquerade nowadays is pretty good if you are going up against Sword Souls, Prankins, or even Adventure Tenyi decks. It's pretty good. They just hold their combos because of the burn of 600. We have 2 copies of Guardian Chimera. Now, I've played a ton of branded Despias in rank or even casual or whatever. Now, Chimera to 1 is okay since you can just spell summon it back using ad libitum. but it's up to you. Yeah, just get another copy of Quarters if you want. Then we move towards Despia and Proskinion, one copy of your first Dark Lord. Then we have the OTK package for the XZ monsters, the number 100, the number 97, and the number 92. Now you can go for number 38, does it? Yeah, number 38, Hope Harbinger. Then lastly, you have your Link Monster, Predator Plant, Birthday Anaconda, just to get your Fusion Destiny from your deck to your graveyard or whatever polymerization card that you have in your deck. So that is the composition of this deck right here. Let's move towards the replays. So here we are in the replays, guys. I'm just gonna showcase 2 replays for today. I think we're going up against Sword Soul in this replay. So to start off, we won the coin toss. We got Denier, Edgem Chain, 1 Super Poly, 1 Fusion Destiny, and 1 Branded Opening. So let's go. Start off with Branded Opening. Send our Edgem Chain to the graveyard. Get a copy of our Aliber. Aliber will prompt its effect. Chain block it with Edgem Chain. He has Maxi to chain with the summoning. So we have no choice but to actually spell summon our monsters under Maxi. So we got Theater of the Branded here. And from the Edgem Chain, we got Patchwork. Patchwork will activate, get our copy of our materials. Theater of the Branded is going to activate, summon our Masquerade to the field in defense position. Activate Fusion Destiny, summon our DPE to the field. And then set our polymerization or super polymerization afterwards. Now, yeah. So if you are going up against Sword Soul, don't let him draw a ton of cards. This is a bad choice actually, but nevertheless we played it through, or we played through the whole combo that he has, and of course we got a lot of life points out of it because of our Masquerade. So that's basically it. So we use a ton of resources, and then of course life points for that matter. 600 is no joke. It is okay on your first few life points, but afterwards, once you go beyond half of your life points, then you're gonna sweat. So he has a copy of Longya in his hand. Still summon it to the field, and a token. Go towards Baron. Just a normal combo for Sword Souls. He's gonna prompt the effect of Baron and destroy my Masquerade, which of course I have Branded Opening in my graveyard. Normal summon Ecclesia, and then tribute it for Thea. Thea will prompt its effect, summon a token in the field, and then move towards. Now I thought he was gonna summon Shishao here, but shockingly he was going towards Draco Berserker of the Tenyi. So he's trying to attack my monster and gain the amount of attack from it, but nevertheless I have Aliber in the graveyard, negate its effect. He didn't actually use the effect of Baron here because he wants to prompt the effect of my Theater, which he does in a while. Monk destroys my Aliber. I use the effect of Theater. He used the effect of Baron, and then basically that's my Theater. Luckily, I think I have a no, I think that was another replay, but yeah. So I got board wipe out of it. Nevertheless, I summoned just my Masquerade the Blazing Dragon to the field, and on my turn I think just DP is gonna be on my field. But like I said, recovery rate for branded decks are pretty good actually, and I'll show you in a while. So he summons Shaman here. I don't know why. He's trying to bring up a copy of his Moyi to the field, which I don't know why. So anyways, that's it. On my turn, he has another copy of Maxi, which is annoying, which we can't actually do anything about it. So activate Super Poly. Tribute his or use Draco Berserker of the Tenyi as material. Summon Starving Venom right here. Activate Starving Venom. No, I could have just popped one card in the field, but I just want to end this game. So yeah, copy the attack or gain the attack from Baron, and that's the game. So here we are, guys, in the second and last game, of course, and I think we're going up against another Sword Soul player here. Yeah, there's a ton of players who are running Sword Souls here, but yeah. We won the coin toss. We got Comedy, 1 Aliber, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Super Poly, 1 Called by the Grave. And I'll showcase to you, and I'll show you guys why this game was pretty good, because this guy has a great hand. Or a good hand. A great hand. Normal summon Aliber, get a copy of our Theater. Theater will be activated. Summon our first Dark Lord to the field. There we go. Dramaturge is going to be on the field since it was used as a material. Set our Call by the Grave. Use the effect of first Dark Lord to spell summon Tragedy to the field, and we move towards Verte Anaconda to summon our DPE. So we have Malicious and Denier in the graveyard, and that's pretty good. More materials for the next turn, if ever that's the case. So, start off, our opponent is going towards another Sword Soul play, which he started off with Vishuddha, of course. So, he summoned Monk of the Tenyi. Afterwards, he's going to use the effect of Vishuddha, I'm pretty sure of it. Which is fine. He used Forbidden Droplet on my first Dark Lord. Now, Forbidden Droplet is not a targeted negate. So, yeah, my first Dark Lord is negated on this. So, I need to sacrifice my first Dark Lord here for my Comedy. So, if ever it's going to be destroyed and my Theater is still in the field, I can just Spell Summon my first Dark Lord. And then Spell Summon another Fairy monster afterwards. So he went towards the Shishao play with Mu Ye, drawing 2 cards from here. Oh, drawing 1 card and searching for a good Sword Soul card. He gets a copy of Longyan. Longyan is gonna prompt its effect, Spiritual Summon itself, and 1 token. Then we'll move towards Baron, the typical Sword Soul play. There we go. Burn for 1,200. Prompt my Theater, since that was the only thing that's going to destroy him afterwards. Nevertheless, I use the effect of Aliber since my fusion monster has been destroyed. He chained with Baron the floor. I don't know why he did that, but yeah. I don't. And you see here, he got a good hand. 2 Called by the Graves on that turn. So my Malicious and my monsters, my DP has been sent out of play. Luckily, I have my Denier to spell summon itself to the field. Banish my Tragedy to get my Theater from the graveyard, Super Poly, and then we move towards Proskinyon. And that's a basic material, 3-card material on the field for Despias. Go for battle, burn him for 3,000 out of that damage or out of that battle. Main phase 2, I summon his own Baron on the floor to the field, and that's basically it. The problem with Sword Souls, they have a low recovery rate. I can't speak recovery. So basically, that's it. Winning the game with his own monster. So that is the replays, and that is the deck profile that I want to showcase to you guys today. So again, shout out to Azure. Thank you for the recommendation of the card. I will showcase another recommended deck that was informed by one of the guys who commented on my video. So yeah, in the next video, guys, keep safe, good luck, and have a great day. Please like and subscribe. Bye-bye.